day, every moment that all of these men and women who bravely go out and put their lives on the line for the citizens here in historic Selma. But at the same time today, we must recognize the fear that so many of our community have and they're experiencing. And so we have to make steps as a city and as a government, as a community, to make sure we respond to the fear that's running rapid throughout our community. I think that all of us who gather here today, we know that our officers here in Selma, they're heroes, and without them, Selma would not be the city that we are. Over the last few weeks, we have had too many occasions, 4 to be exactly, where our officers have experienced ambush. On 4 different occasions over 6 weeks, we have officers who've been shot at. Just recently, this past week, we had an officer, by the grace of God, he's still here with us today, but who was ambushed. And the reports have gone out, you heard the reports about the need for our officers to be fully vested and fully clothed. Unfortunately, that officer was not fully vested and fully clothed. Today has come for us to make a decision inside the city of Selma, to make tough decisions where it may not be popular to make these decisions. We've given a plan to the city council to move forward, to make sure we give our law enforcement everything they need to be able to serve and to fight the crime inside the city of Selma. It's going to take tough decisions. What we propose is giving our police department an additional $1 million to make sure they are fully vested. What we do know, if Officer Hale would have had a rifle plate vest on him, he would not have to go to the hospital perhaps, but there would have been some bruises or some wounds. But since he did not have that, bullets went throughout his body, and by the grace of God, again, he's still standing with us today. But even as I stand behind this podium, I know the power of the mayor's office and the power of the podium, but there's also power in the pulpit. That we cannot just continue to point our hands at city government. Yes, I think the religious community has to stand up and play a part in what's going on inside the city of Selma. We got to get back to the place where family and faith is a role, because our children need it and the people in our community desperately need it. And if we're not just working together, then what will happen to our city? So I challenge those inside the city of Selma. Let's not point our hands at City Hall, but let us hold our hands together. Yes. From the pulpit to this podium, let's hold our hands to drive out the evil that's inside of our community. Now, I know this might not get people to vote for you or get popular vote, but the city council, I challenge them. Let's move. Let's do this one public safety sales tax to make sure that all our officers are fully clothed. Let's make sure they have all the resources that they need. They need this to make sure they can protect us. And for a government to ask officers to go out before us to put their lives on the line, it's unacceptable for us not to give them what they need. Having said that, I'm going to turn it over to Captain Fox, who will be speaking on behalf of Chief Collier. And if you have any questions from there, we'll take the questions.